to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Falcons will kick it away from...
And be small. Yeah. It's like they gotta start doing true to size. They just swerving down. They don't know how to do that.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First play of the drive, it's the end around. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
A lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speed to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the change now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff and he's going right. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
On 4th down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll start this drive firing. Tight end finds a soft spot. Hard running there. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Quarterback adapting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for every single play.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Falcons headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. On the run, still looking. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
He's got an open man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The give to the big fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force.
First and goal, you know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, and he's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Second down, he'll throw it. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Thrust that arm out. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that...
Lots of running room. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays. Dude.
Touchdown, Fresno State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fullback's got it. Got enough for the 1st down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it... Slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
That's not scary.
Give to the big fullback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Falcons will hustle to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. And you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He's in open space downfield. Breaks free in the middle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking left. It's caught. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right now.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He caught it, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs are threatening on first and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And how about the work up front by that? Defensive line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on second and goal. Now on the move. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they add 6 more to the board. trip to the house.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
Fresno State, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Johnson wants to throw it. Fires left. Got his man downfield. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give them the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Falcons moving quickly to the line. Johnson looking to throw. With the catch, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. I just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Falcons.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time,
he's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got a little space. Turning on the Jets. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's just, it's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you can see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And it's his fourth interception of the night. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons!
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rivers. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not...
Finds a spot in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. And the ball's loose in the backfield. No, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Warner. He's got him. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Inside the 25. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Air Force. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Warner. He'll take a deep shot here. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Fakes to grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Quarterback on the keeper. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Falcons! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking for a man, it's Warner. Rushes on him. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
It's reverse. Fights off a defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game, and one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. They're working that left side. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt, offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build on it.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking downfield, it's Warner. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And a few anxious moments when the hands team is able to fall on it. Big fullback's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back to throw, it's Warner. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you...
Touchdown, Fresno State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And, man, they're taking advantage right now.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.